What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is iRacing IndyCar Fixed Series from Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California, whatever you want to call this place. Where today we got a 50-lap race, which once we get a lot of caution is actually going to necessitate a green flag, or, well, pit stop in general. Probably won't be green flag because this is iRacing after all.
Green, green, green.
So, okay, we got a mess going on over there.
You're on the bottom.
We still got a mess.
Hold your line. Outside, too wide. Clear outside.
And putting the car on the apron, not a good idea.
Still there. Hold your line. You're on the
It's okay, this is a relatively long race by fixed series standards. They just kind of want to survive the first part of the race and keep the car clean and go from there.
There's a car outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Keep low. Clear.
13 cars in a hurry.
Inside. Stay high.
We are just
There's a
going
car
the
on
wrong
low
way.
side. Clear inside. Inside.
Yeah, I'm over here, dude.
Car inside. Too wide. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Inside.
Okay, that's what you want to see. That's really what you want to see.
Outside, clear.
That's really what you want to see. You want to see a car jumping in front of you at 220 miles an hour. It definitely makes me feel safe. So we'll just make a mental note. 14 car, he's all over the place. His connection isn't performing too well. I have to say, though, very convenient that this is Auto Club week here in the IndyCars. Somebody asked a question which I have already answered, but it involved me going back and watching footage from the 2013 IndyCar race here, which is one of the best oval races I've ever seen, in my opinion. Just a lot of passing, a lot of action, a lot of dicing. 3 wide, 4 wide at times. Just good stuff.
Car outside. Clear
It
outside.
really made me wish that we'd actually see that type of racing here in iRacing. Because my goodness, if it ever got to that, I would probably race nothing else just because it'd be that exciting. You got a mess. Got a mess. Stay up there. Don't ricochet.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Yeah, sometimes when somebody gets into the wall, they'll actually end up just basically rocketing down the track. It's all because of the way walls tend to work here in iRacing.
Car inside.
Especially with the safer barriers, you
Stay
can actually
high.
kind of
There's
get
a car
stuck
on the low
in them.
side. Clear. Car inside. Keep high.
Lift out of it a little bit there.
Stay high.
Just don't want to put the car in the wall.
Clear inside.
We'll get a good slipstream off these guys in front.
Keep high. Stay high. Clear. Car
Let's
outside.
go with the undercut.
Stay low. Clear outside. Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear.
So just go ahead and kind of settle in a little bit here. Try and stay away from any carnage if we possibly can. Where's that guy at? There he is.
Car outside. Clear outside.
I'm thinking that had to be some sort of connection-assisted randomness because he just jerked entirely across the track there in an instant. So we've kind of moved forward a little bit. Well, not as efficiently as I would have liked. But we have kept the car clean, which is really the name of the game here, what I'm looking to do. Because especially if this goes green, I don't see any way we're possibly going to be able to do it without a pit stop. Because the race distance is 100 miles. Which is way more than what you typically get. Usually I figure roughly probably around 80 miles is what you're looking at with the IndyCar in terms of how far you can go distance-wise. Which of course it does kind of depend on the track because some tracks do have a little bit more fuel consumption than others, but in general that's kind of a safe estimate. I don't think we're going to be able to pit and stay on the lead lap. In which case, it'd be a good idea to actually make a pit stop early and just get out of the pack, get out of the traffic, you know, stay away from all these cars because even at this speed, even though we're running in what appears absolute no man's land, you know, if there's a crash ahead of us when you're going 220 miles an hour, you're literally covering, you know, a full football field every second. I'm actually surprised though it's been this clean. That guy just all over the place. Self-explanatory, I don't need to explain that. It's one of those things where typically iRacing's connections are really good, but it is up to the user. And this inspires absolutely no confidence. It makes it very difficult to concentrate because you constantly try to figure out where this car is going to reappear at. So otherwise you'll be picking bits of carbon fiber out your skull at 200 miles an hour. David, your connection is an absolute mess.
15. Yo, 15, bud.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Am I warping or is it
Still there. Hold your line.
You're warping half the
Stay
track.
high.
Your internet is
Clear.
big shit, bud.
Alright.
Let's run down the hill.
If it don't fix, it usually does. If it don't fix, then
Car outside.
I'll drop down.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
Looks
Clear
better now.
outside.
Yes, no, Rob.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, simple. Like I say, I'll drop down. I don't want to get let out, and I don't want to wreck you out.
Yeah, darn right.
Inside.
No.
Stay high. Clear. Car outside.
And once you get in that area,
Car outside. Keep low.
Once you get to that spot, though, you just get into absolute dead air, and the car is just gone.
Keep low. Clear outside.
There's just nothing you can do about it. The car just takes off straight up the banking.
Slow car down low. Go high. The yellow
Playing
flag
chicken
is
at 220 miles an hour.
Ready to close. Catch the 13 car.
Whew. Saw that car spinning, Bob. Trying to figure out, is he going to come up the banking? In which case I need to stay on it if I'm going to stay high. Or I need to go ahead and scoot to the low and slow down. But do so without getting run over from behind. Because iRacing Caution Logic trains people to not lift until there's absolutely no way to get through a wreck. But, well, that's going to pretty much do that for the strategy. We shouldn't have too much of an issue relating to fuel mileage or anything at this point. We'll make a pit stop the next time by, in which case there will be 30 laps, 60 miles here on this 2-mile oval, which is easily doable without any concern at all. So let's go ahead and hit our pit box. Hopefully the field will reform nicely. I just want to make sure I come out ahead of the 15. I just don't trust that guy at all with that connection. So we got 4 tires, we got fuel. The fuel, actually in this case, will probably take about just as long as the tires, so it doesn't really matter if we take just tires or just fuel. It's going to end up being about the same length pit stop anyways. We are car number 10, so look for our guy dancing out front. Looks like we entered the pits with a good amount of space behind us, which is actually very beneficial because that means if we do kind of not get things absolutely perfect, it's not the biggest deal. There's my pit crew guy. Could have been a little bit straighter in the box, but I've made worse pit stops before, that's for sure. We got a guy stopped in the middle of the pits. That's really something right there, but
1 lap to green.
so we're being out by the 4 car, but it looks like we did end up actually gaining a position, perhaps. So, anyways, onto the green flag. And actually,
Get ready.
holy crap,
Green.
we're getting ready to go green already. I totally am actually baffled by that, even though the fact that it said 1 lap to green flag up ahead. But
Green flag,
whatever.
green flag.
Whatever floats the boat, I suppose. Pretty poor restart, but again, we're kind of in this area where we have track to ourselves, which is actually what I like. But we'll catch up to these cars up ahead in no time flat. And I think the 14, the black and whatever color that is, for some reason I can't think about what color that is, but I think he took no tires at all. I think he just took fuel as he moved from like 14th up to 10th.
Inside. Keep high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Man, oh man, dude, fresh tires feel so good. You get behind a car, you can actually stay behind them and not just go straight up the track.
Inside.
Let's go ahead and go to the outside here.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Stay high. Clear.
Get the momentum.
Inside.
Fortunately, it seems like we're just a little bit too far behind.
Keep high. Keep
Next
high.
pack, which is where we need to be. But again, I just
Stay high.
thinking
There's a car on
there's
the
going to
low
be a
side.
wreck before the end of the race, which is going to bunch us
Clear
back up.
inside. Outside. Keep low. Clear.
Woo!
Outside. Keep low.
Well, that's some butt cheeks quenching action right there.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
That was close.
Slow car to see, guys.
My goodness. Kind of reminded me of Graham Rahal in the 500, avoiding Pagano without his front wing. Swerves way off track.
Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still there.
This was a little bit later on in the race. I'd
Clear inside.
make that move work. Our team of the Ford doing their best to try and wreck one another, it looks.
Outside. Keep low. Clear outside. Outside. Keep low.
Okay, this is not going to plan here.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside.
Just go by inside.
Inside.
Go by inside. Why are you going to my outside? We need to go
Stay
inside
high.
each other. You're not going to pass me up there.
Clear inside.
It's okay. I just not feeling too well about the 13 and the 4.
I'll be way high, Pat.
Let's just keep on clicking laps away. Just give it a little lift, that way the car turns.
Car inside. Keep high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear inside. Still there. Hold your line.
Should have. Well,
Stay high. There's a car
so the
on
guy
the
down
low
there is
side.
holding tough.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear.
There we go. Oh, looks like 2 guys dropped off the pack. Which, depending on what they do, they're going to get back up there and we'll just swallow them up.
Outside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Just get the run down the hill.
Car inside.
That momentum. We're basically pack racing at 220 miles an hour.
Clear inside.
Such realism for a Delara DW12 IndyCar. Such realism indeed.
Outside. Stay low. Clear. Car
we needed.
inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
It's not what we needed.
Clear. Inside. Still there.
A couple clicks of weight jacker right now. These guys are going in the wall.
Car outside. Keep low. Still there. Clear.
Okay, so we caught those two cars that have fallen off the pack. We're just kind of stuck here in the middle. And we need to get a little bit more aggressive. Oh, baby, stick. Stick. Nope.
Inside. You're up top, 3 wide. Hold your line. Car inside, 2 wide.
Come on, 20, you're in my way.
Still there. Hold your line. Stay high. Clear. Car outside.
There we go.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
There we go. Hopefully we can get a draft off of the next two
Not bad there, Patrick.
and let us break from this pack. So we really want those guys to start racing one another. We wouldn't mind if the guys in front of us started racing a little bit too.
You're in the top 10.
It's just how big of a hole these cars punch in the air when you're going down the straightaways.
Well, staying out didn't really pay off.
Yeah, if you stayed out, you're probably not going to make it there, dude. He's behind us, okay. This is not quite close enough. I know at Indianapolis it's about 0.7 of a second is where the draft starts to kick in. This is where we need to be. Let's go ahead and run a little bit lower. It does mean you scrub more speed off in the corners. So you're having to use more input. I think we're actually closing up with that line. So we go up the hill.
You've got 10 laps to go.
Good laps, good corners. Kind of feels like the car bombs out in the middle of the corner there. It just wants to snap rotate.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 1 car. Catch the 21 car. Catch the 21 car.
Oh, buddy. The plot has thickened. We got enough fuel. We don't need to worry about that. Do we take tires or do we not? That is the question. Because tires do have an effect. They do definitely help you cut through dirty air. But I don't know. Is it going to be worth it? And unfortunately, we're kind of right in the middle of the field, which means that if we stay out, everybody behind us will probably make a pit stop. If we make a pit stop, probably nobody makes a pit stop. So, we'll see. Let's see how this plays out. So we're up to 10th. Which, we're in car number 10. That's where we're supposed to finish, in theory. But, never satisfied. Always get more. Okay.
The pit road is now open.
What's it gonna be? It's gonna be... nobody's gonna go for it except for... looks like 1 or 2 cars back there, so I think we made the right decision. If everybody's staying out, the track position is definitely worth it, and we won't have that many laps left to make up the difference, so... yeah. If you'd like to go ahead and skip to the green flag, go ahead and go to the time that you see on screen. Otherwise, let's talk about the Indy 500, which was just a couple days ago. And let me just start off by saying, yes! A, because I totally called it. B, because I called it. C, Montoya is my favorite driver. And D, I totally called it. And it was a thrilling race anyways, with a lot of high-speed action and, passes at 225 miles an hour. And, even though, again, don't want to sound like somebody who's wanting to see the crashes and everything like that, I think we did see a good reminder of how safe these cars are for how fast they are going. It's just one of those things where it's just an impressive reminder of how much advancement there has been when you see, a wreck like Saavedra's wreck, that pile up that happened, and except for a dislocated ankle, everybody more or less walks away. Just insanely impressive that that could actually happen. It is actually what we kind of expect rather than worse things happening. But heck of a race, I have to say. The DW12 has not put on a stinker at Indianapolis ever. It's kind of this funny thing where people forget about the 2012 race where Sato chucked it up the inside in turn 1 and cost himself an Indy 500 victory. But that race was a pretty good race. It wasn't necessarily as good as the more recent races, or we've seen a bit more pack racing. But I mean, that finish alone was just spectacular. That made the whole race. But this year, I think it was absolutely as good as you're going to get. I think it's one of those oval races where, if you like oval racing, no matter if you're a NASCAR guy or an IndyCar guy, you probably really enjoyed that race, because it was a really good balance between, slipstream battles and slingshot passes, as well as actually being able to stay in front to a degree. Now, yeah, at the beginning it was kind of a little bit boring. There wasn't necessarily a lot of passing, but that's the expectation. It is a 500-mile race. There's no need to go out there and win the first 100 miles because it doesn't pay anything. So that's why you see that, and you see that in every form of racing. For example, endurance racing, they're not pushing like mad like they would at the end of the race on, hour 2, basically. But could not be happier for the results. When I saw the onboard camera from Montoya's car on the final lap in turn 2, and I saw Will Power start to slide up the hill, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But yeah, just heck of a race. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Again,
Get ready.
wish iRacing worked that well. It'd be something. So anyways, let's get ready to go back to green flag racing.
Green flag, green flag.
And we got a mess. We might have gotten a black flag, or we might have gotten exceptionally lucky.
Inside, you've got 5 laps to go.
I think we dodged it.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
I think we got the green lights just
Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
as we got past that guy.
Clear.
Well, that start was definitely a mess. Come on, stick. Stick. So it's one of those things where if you can keep your foot on it, but you're going to go so far up the banking, they're going to be taking a really long line through the corner, and you're going to be really slow. So it's actually beneficial to go ahead and lift a little bit to stay on a more optimal line.
Still there. Clear. Car inside.
We're just a little bit too far behind the next pack.
Keep high. Clear. Outside. Still there.
Still let me have the inside.
Clear. Outside.
Yeah, I think we're just slightly too far back to catch the next pack.
There's a car on the high side. Still there. Clear outside. Car inside.
Especially with this battling going on.
Still there. Clear inside. Car inside.
Well, we are working a pretty decent leapfrog.
To go. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. Inside.
Let's
Stay
try and
high.
keep 'em down
The car
low.
on the low side. Stay high. Clear. Inside.
Not gonna get him. Not gonna get him. Nope. Not got it.
High. There's a car on the low side.
Not got it. Yes, that was great English, if I do say so myself. But ninth place from wherever we started. Not the worst race I've ever run. Not the worst race at all. So I guess this was where we say blah blah blah. I can't talk. Can't talk. Woo. Guess this is the part of the video where I say roll on the Carnage Report. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.